So we have a discussion today. Should we use brain rot or edits on our YouTube channel to create more engagement or not? The idea was to have the debate on Monday or Tuesday, but we thought why not just do it today and get some more organic responses versus going home and getting ready responses. So here's a party that's saying that we should do edits and led by Haris. And here's a party that's saying we should never do anything like this because it is not right. Why do they think that? We're going to find out. So for the opening statements, first of all, Ibrahim, please tell us why do you think it's a bad idea for us to do brain rot or edit?
Okay. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. So first of all, to start this debate off, I think we shouldn't use brain rot to promote our YouTube channel because first off, the term in itself means it's brain rot, which means it's going to rot the brain. Now, if that wasn't enough, next point is that edits have like music in them. And music is haram in Islam. So some might say we're using it for a good cause, but that doesn't make doing a wrong action right. Think of it like this. If someone is starving and then he steals the food from another innocent person to feed himself, the act of stealing is still wrong. There could have been a better way to get food, but he chose to steal. Just like that, there are better ways of promoting our channel rather than stealing or rather than using insane things to promote it.
Just because something creates engagement does not mean that it is the right thing to do. We have a team who thinks otherwise and are saying that it can be used as a strategy for a limited time. Haris, please go ahead.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam.
So, me and the rest of my team, we say that using brain rot to promote our YouTube channel is a good idea because I'm not trying to like imply anything, but our generation, like this generation, is like very brain rotted.
Okay.
And so like if we use these like edits and these brain rots, that'll create like a lot of traction around our channel. So if we like, let's say there's like a teacher and teaching a student. If this teacher is using terms the student doesn't understand, the student like won't be able to understand very much, and he won't really get the subject or the topic the teacher's talking about. But if the teacher is young and he's using words like that the child can relate with, and using words that will make the child actually want to listen and hear his talk, the child will benefit a lot from that because he'll actually know what's going on. Same way it's in our channel. If we can just use brain rot to create traction around our channel, and brain rot is not just something that's gonna like continue forever. Just like how we're gonna stop at a certain point, brain rot's also gonna eventually die down. And so as brain rot dies down, we will also stop slowly doing it. And so we'll end off with more subscribers and a big fan base.
Okay, with a very strong opening, let's go to the questions right away and see what do other people on the team have to say. First, from the Against Brain Rot Party, that is Ahmad Irfan. My question to you is, if our goal is to attract more students, which we always want to bring more students to our school, and why is that? Because we want to provide more safe environments to more students. How can we do that effectively if we ignore the style of content? We have seen the few edits we have played in class. We didn't put them on YouTube. It created a lot of engagement and interest. So then how do we attract more people to come if we're not going to use a language that they appreciate?
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi
Wa alaikum
wabarakatuh.
assalam.
So I think that we don't need to use edits. We could change the mindset of other young children so that they don't like get brain rotted to edits and other stuff. So we could share our mission and we could spread attention by doing something else, because we can't follow the like any other religion, because it is haram in our religion.
Okay.
So it's like bad to follow any other, like anything else people are doing. We don't follow that.
Okay. We make our own norms.
Yeah.
Okay. Anybody wants to counter that on that side? You're open to counter. Haris, what do you have to say? You can counter, yeah?
Can counter?
Yeah,
Okay. So what Ahmed said,
yeah.
he said that why would we want to put this mindset into like the youth that using brain rot to like attract subscribers, because he is right at one point.
Yeah.
If we use that and put that in their mind at such a young age, as they grow up, they'll grow up and think it's right.
Yeah.
But
Hard to counter that. Anybody else? Yes, Akram. Okay. Yes.
He does have a point, but
But?
kids get more engaged to our videos and will watch it even more if we put brain rot onto our channel, but not too much. So then some of the parents will understand what the kids are into. So they'll think it's better for the kids. But if they get too used to the brain rots and too used to our channel, they won't have like a life that their parents want to have.
Okay, a controlled way of doing it might not be a bad idea. Okay, that was the first question. Now my question is from the pro-brain rot party, and I'm going to start from Mahad. Mahad, help us understand, should our channel focus on reaching a bigger audience or staying true to our purpose? Should we just aim for getting more and more people to watch, or should we stick to our purpose? Our purpose is to provide safe environments to all the kids. Virtually, if you're providing brain rot, is that safe or not? So should we focus on that, or should we stay true to our purpose? Answer.
Okay, so first of all, assalamu
Walaikum assalam.
alaikum. So here's the thing with this, right?
Yeah. Here's
So,
the what?
Here's the thing with this.
Yeah.
Anyone with popularity,
Yeah.
like if you look at like famous YouTubers like Mr. Beast,
Uh-huh.
do they really have a purpose? Like if you look at Trump, he has
Yeah.
popularity because like he's the president.
Yeah.
But I mean, he hasn't really made any changes to the country. Therefore, that's like the purpose.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'd say like if we were trying to like make a purpose, which we do have a purpose,
Mm-hmm.
but like if we keep on sticking with this purpose like mindset, then there's like a chance that people might not be interested in us because we're not popular. Like you could scroll on YouTube Shorts, you could see it's like a really good talker or someone with like a really good speech, which actually has purpose, but then he might not be popular enough. So how will he get his point across? What I'm thinking here is that we try building up popularity. Then once this brain rot thing dies down, then we can then once this like brain rot thing dies down, then we can try building a purpose. That way like we'll have enough popularity so then people can know what our purpose is.
If we are not popular, nobody knows us, then how do we serve any purpose? Our purpose is not going to be achieved if only 2 people know what we're trying to do in entire Cambridge and Waterloo. How do we achieve this? Who wants to counter that? Ibrahim, go first quickly.
So like you said, popularity.
Yeah.
Popularity, but at what cost? Because what's gonna happen is we can't guarantee that the people might get hooked onto the brain rot at first.
Yeah.
But we can't guarantee that they're gonna stay engaged once brain rot dies down.
Yeah.
Which maybe it won't die down, maybe it will. But as Akram said, we're gonna stop doing it at one point.
Yeah.
So if we stop doing it at one point, how do we guarantee that the people who were engaged before, they stop watching because they start thinking it's not fun anymore?
Wonderful. If that's the kind of content we provide, I think it's pretty even Steven so far. Then what's going to happen once we don't make it anymore? Now my question once again is to the against brain rot party, and I'm asking Abdul Rahman, isn't it better to use trending formats, something which is already trending, with purpose? So we can make a lot of edits according to how we want it to be. It's not the ingredient, it's the dish that we're cooking, right? If we can make the edits with purpose rather than just meaningless edits, and if we're not going to do it, all the meaningless influencers are using this strategy, as Mahad mentioned, right? They are using it anyways. So why can we not take their own weapon and turn it against them and make meaningful edits? What do you say about that?
Well, the first thing I would say is we want to represent our school with these edits, right? To make other people find out about our school and make them attracted towards it. So they'll be thinking, oh, that the school is full of kids who like brain rot. And it would basically be telling them their side of the story, not our side of the school,
Yeah.
and not representing us. So they'll be thinking that it's about brain rot, everything is.
No, but the question is that why can we not make our own version of brain rot? Like our own version of edits. It doesn't have to be a rotting brain sort of edit. We can make an edit in which we show the evolution of Al-Amiris, for example, going, inshallah, they're going to go from bottom to the top. Why can we not make an edit which shows them going from bottom to the top? Something with more meaning. But using this method of quick cuts and very sizzling image, flashy images, why can we not do that?
So what I'm thinking is that some kids, their algorithm,
Yeah.
and their, let's say, whatever they use, the iPad or
Yeah.
phone, whatever, it will show them the brain rot part. So I'm thinking it would be a bit hard for them to get the videos of the Al-Amiri's evolution.
Okay, so if we do this type of strategy, yes, our edits are going to be nice and clean and we can make them appropriately, but if the algorithm reads that that's what the kid is into, then it will start showing him more crazier edits, and that's risky. How do you counter that? Who wants to counter that quickly? Quick. Yusuf. Yes. Haris, take it.
So,
Yeah. Everyone wants to add something, yes.
can I add something?
Please.
So, like Abdurrahman said, like you said, that we're using the enemy's weapon and
Yeah.
shooting them with it.
Yeah.
So think of it like this: what if the enemy threw a grenade and the pin was pulled out?
Yeah.
We tried to grab the grenade and throw it at them, but the grenade
Great
blew up
analogy.
right in
You'd
front.
get, okay, yes. What do you say about that? Counter quickly. Guys, usually you're giving me a lot of thoughts and what's happening today. Is the camera? Let's go. Okay, then this one goes to the. Yes, Akram, go.
Okay, what do you say again?
No problem.
No,
We're
wait,
gonna
wait,
go
wait, wait.
and go to the next question to the pro brain rot party, which is define. Help us understand. And this question is to Omar. Help us understand first of all what is brain rot content and where do you draw the line between appropriate and inappropriate? As we were talking in the previous question, that we can make appropriate content. So help us understand what would be in your imagination an appropriate way of making edits. Omar.
What I would imagine this as is that it wouldn't be too leading, but yet it won't be too unleading.
Okay.
So it would be just in the middle of it. It would be like, it wouldn't like, when they watch it, they won't get immediately addicted and stuff.
Okay.
But they won't be like super bored of it.
Okay. Somewhere in the middle, which is not too boring. Like some might not find this whole conversation very engaging and interesting. So somewhere in the middle, which is not too boring, but also not too crazy either. Why can we not make edits like that? Yes, response please.
So, like you said, somewhere in the middle, balance.
Yes.
So the thing with balance is it can be hard to hold on to.
Yeah.
So sometimes you can tip over the edge. So a safer option would be to create our own version. And what I mean by that is not brain rot. Brain rot wouldn't define that properly. Not brain rot, but different engaging content. Like informative content, engaging content, not just brain rot edits.
Just to push back on that, kids don't like informative these days. The only way they want to get informed is, like Omar said the other day, watching sports is wild. And I'm like, why is that? And he goes, it takes too long, right? 1 second. Brother Ibrahim,
Asma, grade 4.
Asma, grade 4,
And Zainab, grade 7.
and Zainab, grade
Your
7.
ride is here.
One more time.
Salam, grade
Grade
4.
1.
Grade 1. Asma, grade 4. And Zainab, grade 7.
Their right is here. Okay, yes, Haris.
Okay, so as he said, like if we use informative content,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna do a vote.
Huh.
If you had the option to choose a 3-hour-long podcast about politics, or like let's play with a video game, what would you choose? Like,
Yes, who's gonna listen to a 3-hour long informative podcast? Anybody? Any votes? Any votes? Okay, so yes, he has a very good case. The kids are not listening to long form discussions.
Now there's a difference between a 3-hour-long podcast that's an over-exaggerated thing.
Okay.
So what I mean by that is,
You can get heated, no problem, yeah.
what I mean by that is informative, but like to a certain extent, like not very boring and not like it's gonna lull you to sleep.
Okay. So, I mean, that's, again, we're going to have a detailed discussion on this too. Where do you draw this line, right? Like, what is boring and what is just on the border? Okay, so last question I asked was from them. So it's your turn now. Okay, so again, brain rot. Isn't it, and this question is to Arham. Arham, can you answer? You're super sick right now, but try to manage. Don't you think that refusing to adopt to modern media takes our message harder to reach the next generation, right? If we refuse, no. We're going to use YouTube, but we're not going to use the most popular format on YouTube, which is YouTube Shorts, edits, and brain rot.
Assalamu alaikum. Aisha, grade 6.
Aisha, grade
Saeed,
6.
grade 3. Your right is here.
Wonderful.
Aisha, grade 6. Saeed, grade 3.
Yes, Arham. So if we refuse the most modern method of delivering message on YouTube, aren't we going to be at a loss? Boys, you have to listen to what he has to say so you can respond.
But modern is not always good, because back then Prophet ﷺ had the better way of getting people towards the deen and Islam, because now nobody just like knows about Islam anymore and this stuff. If you like keep doing modern, then the brain rot might go off track to something even more worse than brain rot. It could be like entire body like it rots you.
Okay, that's exactly what I was thinking the whole time. That how do you say we're gonna stop at this point? Modern is not always good. Progress does not always mean progress. Today it is brain rot. Today it might be altogether everything rot. Instead of it dying down, it might turn into a bigger monster. So, any response what Arham said? Yes, Haris.
So, what he said is that modern isn't always good,
Yeah.
and brain rot, instead of dying down, it could get
Worst.
worse. So what our response to that would be is if it like goes off the tracks, if it's getting worse, like we could like
We can have guardrails.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, like what I mean is like we can go against it now. So we'll say like we'll say that we thought brain rot was a good idea, but as it went off the tracks, like then after that, like we're not associating ourselves.
We can always recheck our plans. Same goes for AI. Okay, this is really now. That's not fair. Everybody's rights here. Okay. I think pretty good. Next, going back to the pro brain rot. And this time the question is to Yusuf. Yusuf, my question to you is long-term impact. Does short-term viral attention, because short-term if I put the edits that we have right on the 4 or 5, if I put them on tonight, guaranteed by Monday or Tuesday, our subscribers will at least be 50 subscribers more, right? So short-term viral attention actually lead to more, does short-term viral attention lead to more genuine interest and admissions in the long run? Because at the end of the day, we're trying to get more admissions, right, in our school. And if we create a quick spark, get 50, 70 more subscribers, is that a good idea? Are those people even there to listen to these presentations or watch soccer games? Or they are just there for a quick boom, pop, boom, pop, boom, pop? Yes.
So what you're saying is that if we like put an edit and then like it can get us 50 to 70 subscribers, right?
Yes.
If we can make a few edits that aren't so bad, just regular edits, few flashes, maybe a little bit of like not too bad music, so light
Sounds.
light
Sound
based
effects.
sound. We can get a few hundred subscribers, and we can get closer to 1,000. We can get a good bit of money, and also if we make a few edits, people are gonna actually click on our channel, and once they see the soccer and what they see OMA Soccer League, they might actually want to search up OMA.
Wonderful.
And then, listen.
Yeah.
Once they search up OMA, they're gonna see a school that doesn't look any fun. So when you see a school that doesn't look any fun like OMA, like it doesn't look any fun, they realize it's an Islamic school and that kids are just trying to have fun like regular people, but balancing Islam at the same time.
Okay, so I think you mentioned two things here. One is that once they're going to come and they're going to see that, okay, they're not just about shorts or main rod, there's a lot more there. They might get interested in that as well. So we can use it just as a bait to get them to come. And once they come, they're going to listen to all of our perspectives on novels and our presentations and our amazing soccer games that are so tight. They might get interested in that. But if we're not going to use this strategy, we're going to miss out on a huge opportunity. Response to this? Anyone wants to go first? And then Abdurrahman. Go.
I feel like that would be a very bad way to lure them in. We should just use better content, like maybe
No, but Ahmed, what he's saying is we already have better content, right? And the growth obviously is not as fast as what edits can do. So if people are gonna come watch the edits, they might come watch this presentation too. But if they're never gonna come, they're never gonna watch this presentation or this debate.
Well,
Abdurrahman.
So, what I'm thinking is that is it really the children's choice to come here because they don't enroll themselves into the school. It's their parents or their guardians that do it.
Okay, is the target audience really those kids? And again, one question I would ask myself, if somebody's only interested in this sort of edits or quick shorts, do we really want that person to join our team? I mean, these are all very debatable questions. Now, going back to the against brain rot party, Abdul Muqeed, question for you. Question is, if brain rot edits can capture attention, couldn't we use them to attention and guide our viewers to, actually we did that already. If social media is today's main way of communication, should we not adapt to their style, what it is into, versus expecting our viewers to adapt to us? We want them, obviously, to learn, not like us, like what the truth is. If we are not willing to budge a little bit and do things how they want it to be, why would they budge and come in?
So like, first of all, they'll get brain rot will attract the viewers and subscribers.
Yeah.
But when they get into it, they're gonna like get the idea of like Islamic schools are promoting brain rots and stuff. So like, first of all, we should not use brain rots and try using some other like things. It shouldn't be always negative things that start off. from
This
some
specific
other-
question is talking about if we are not willing to budge. We're saying, I'm not going to change at all. Then why am I expecting somebody else to change a little bit?
I'll pass it.
Okay, you can pass it to. Who you want to pass it to?
Ibrahim.
Ibrahim, go. We're not willing to budge. This is what it is. What it is. You want to watch the content, watch it. Don't want to watch it, we don't care.
That's wrong. We should have room for like budging and improvement.
How much room?
Yes. Everything comes down to that. How much? Yeah. So exactly how much? That is hard to decide, and the only way we're gonna be able to decide that if we actually try and see how.
But that's what they're saying. Try and see how it goes.
Yeah, try and see how it goes, but within a certain limit, not brain rot. I meant trying the safer option.
Okay.
If the safer option doesn't work out, first let's try the safer option. If that doesn't work out, then you could look into the brain rot.
We are getting 2 or 3 subscribers pretty much every game and every presentation, so we can't even say that it's not working. 185 subscribers in 4 weeks? That's actually not that bad. Again, our primary goal was never to get subscribers in the first place anyways, but I think this one goes to nobody. I'll go to the pro brain rot party now, and the next person I'm going to ask the question is Azraf. Azraf, is it possible for us to make content that is both fun, meaningful, and also does not come at a cost of destroying someone's, thought process? Is there such a thing as meaningful edits and brain rot?
Yes.
Okay.
So when we like post brain rots, we can make it a little like not that brain rot that other people do, because like as
Our own version of it.
Like Ahmed said, like copying is bad. So we can make our own version of brain rot. So if we make brain rot, other people will be interested going to our channel. Then they might be interested going to our school, and then signing up, being in our edits too.
Azraf, give me an example of a meaningful edit.
So putting out only sound,
Okay.
and then
What would it show?
like soccer, like when you're scoring a goal. Not
Okay.
songs also. Like
What is
hello.
wrong with showing a few goals in a quick way, flashy images, the ball going in the net, and some sound effects? What's wrong with that? I mean, that technically qualifies for brain rot because it is brain rot. But what's wrong with having a few quick images popping up in 3 to 4 seconds if it gets people more interested in soccer? At the end of the day, we are promoting soccer a lot, right? Response, please. Anyone? Yes, Emma.
Instead of just adding quick pictures and stuff, because that will like make our attention span even lower than it already has been before. So we should instead make some short videos instead of just hitting them with pictures.
Great response. Isn't our attention span so short already that we can't even sit there and watch a 3-hour baseball game or a soccer game? Isn't our attention span already so short that we start yawning in a 20-minute talk in Jumma, during Jumma khutbah? Then what's going to happen if we get used to of watching an entire game in 4 to 5 flashy seconds? A big problem. Okay, great response, Ahmed. Going back to the against brain rot party, and this time I'm gonna pick Hamdan. He's the only one left. Hamdan, question to you is it being creative, is it not a part of the Islamic way of attracting people to come in, using creativity to get more people to come? And brain rot, no one is going to deny, super evil, but very creative, right? Isn't creativity a way to get more people to come?
Yes, it is, by posting videos and not making brain rots, because brain rots is haram in Islam. But you can make videos to make people watch them, or whenever they're on their devices, they can see on YouTube the videos popping up randomly.
Okay, creativity is appreciated, but not sounds like the kind of, I mean, we know what sounds are there, right? So at what, it's appreciated, but those kind of sounds, this method doesn't seem very appropriate. Yes, Haris?
Like, the whole idea of an edit is for a child to express themselves. And a child, like, it's basically just art, you know? It's a child, like, doing what he's good at, expressing himself in a way that he can.
I agree, it is art, yeah.
And so, if we're saying that, like, a child can't express himself in a certain way, like, aren't we limiting the child of what he can and can't do?
Okay, I think at this point we just go back and forth. It is art. What's wrong with if a kid is not going to express himself fully? And I'm a big advocate of kids wanting to express themselves. I think a lot of time we restrict them too much. If the kid's not going to express himself fully, how is he going to reach his full potential?
So the question was creativity.
Yes.
So it says creativity. That's the point.
Yeah.
So is using brain rot really creativity?
100%.
No, because they're using brain rot. There's nothing creative about copying their idea and using it for ourselves.
Wow, how is it creative when we're copying?
Wouldn't it be more creative if we came up with something? If we came up with another alternative that was better than brain rot?
How is that creative that we're taking somebody else's method and copying it? Don't we look like copycats? Hazim, you want to say something? How is that creative?
We should get our own ideas first.
We don't have any ideas right now. Hazim, please say it again, please.
Like, we don't have any ideas, so it won't be
At
creative.
this point, we don't have any counter. Let's come up with counters first, Ibrahim, and then we will talk. It's good rhetoric, right? It's great speech, but we don't have any ideas right now. Hazim, any response to Hazim? Do we have any ideas right now to counter it? Anybody wants to respond to that?
Should have.
We should have, yes.
You should just have it right on the spot, so you can't just like.
That's an easy counter, by the way. Yeah. Anybody else?
As Hazim said, like we don't have ideas. We should get ideas like how you give assignments. We should have an assignment of bringing up with a new idea of brain rots.
We should make it a part of curriculum to come up with ideas on how to counter some sort of inappropriate stuff on the internet. We should make it a part of curriculum. And also, I would say just because I don't have a response to something, doesn't mean I'm going to accept it. But again, that was a great thing you said as well.
Ideas from people and get parts from each idea.
Okay, maybe we can all come together, collective, and and take a little bit of everything. Okay, time now is 3:12. This is obviously a very long debate. It's not going to be over very quickly. A time went by like this, right? It doesn't feel like 30 minutes. Akram, quickly say something you have to say.
Well, if we make new ideas, it might not be good for the younger audiences because they will get used to it, and if it's like too academic, like
if it's too academic, it might be boring. Okay,
yeah,
so
it might be boring, which could make the channel have a downfall. But
turn them away. Yeah.
The parents will think it's creative, so you might be rising. It's like a rise and fall.
Wonderful. So we will get some closing comments now from Ibrahim and Haris. Both Ibrahim, your closing comments, please.
So,
in the end, what do you want to say from all that you heard so far?
So all that we've heard so far is that the debate isn't really over.
I know it's far from over. What do you have to say for closing comments? We'll continue some other day.
So for closing comments, I have to say that both sides have like really valid points, but we should try the safer option first before to figure out how to swim. Before jumping into the big sea, first you should try out inside of swimming.
Try to learn in the pool first, then we'll see the ocean. Hades, closing comments, please.
My closing comments are like, yeah, both parties had a really good idea, but what is the safer option? Like, what is his like idea of a safer option? And yeah.
Okay, what is safer? We don't know. At this point, we have to close because all the grade 5 and 6 will start coming in, and then we will not be able to talk about anything.